strategically. Understand that, I'm going to have a plan around my money. It's not just going to be whatever comes in, goes out however it likes. No. But there needs to be a strategy around it. There needs to be a strategy around how you deal with money. There needs to be a strategy around what I want to see about money in my life. And that's when we can begin, to understand and to walk in mastery where money is concerned. So ultimately, it begins with a decision that I'm going to take hold of my financial future. I'm going to take hold of my financial future. And I'm not just going to wait to walk into anything that comes into my life. On that trajectory, it is a journey. It is actually a journey. And it's important that for everyone here, you are able to identify where you are in the journey of money mastery. Because an understanding of where you are today will give you a clearer picture of how I can get to that position where I'm actually walking in mastery. And I want to describe 5 different stages, as it were, of money mastery. The first one is when someone is in chaos and survival. Your level is chaos and survival. And what does it mean? The math is not mathing. Mm-hmm. The ends never meet. The bills are always ballooning way above the level of your income. There is always financial anxiety all around you. That's chaos and survival. The next phase is stability. So when we talk about stability, the anxiety has decreased a bit. To a large extent, your income, is able to match your expenses and all your budgets, and maybe you have a bit of cushion, because that pressure of meeting ends meets sort of reduces. The first phase is a phase of independence. And what do we talk about when we, mention independence? Before I talk about that, I will talk about flexibility. Flexibility is that stage where you are now able to take certain decisions about investing, about saving, about putting some things aside. Your income sort of covers your budget, and then you have some extra to be able to take advantage of some opportunities. You have flexibility. Now back to independence, and this is a very, very important point. When we talk about independence, money begins to work for you. Many people don't understand that you can actually get to a place where money is the one working for you. Many people understand working for money, working for a paycheck, working for income, giving their time and giving their life so that something can come onto them. But when you give your time, when you give your life, it never comes back to you. That time is gone. And when you give your time to something, you can't get a result from something else. But when you get to the point where you are independent, you're not subject to anyone or anybody. But money begins to work for you, and the returns that you're making from money, begins to pay for your life, begins to pay for your luxury, begins to pay for the things that are around you. And the final phase is what I would call legacy. It's important to know that ultimately when we are building with our money, it needs to go beyond you. It really cannot be about you alone. But you need to get to the point where, your income is beyond you. You're giving out, to causes around you. You are leaving something for generations behind you. Many of the rich men and businessmen that started America, the wealth that they built is still speaking today. It's still speaking today. And those are people that, gave themselves to deliberately building structure, to deliberately setting about strategies that will ensure that, money is not a question in their life. Money is not a question in the lives of those that are around them. So ask yourself this morning, where in this journey did I find myself? Where do I find myself? And whatever level you are today, I tell you, you're in the right place. You're in the right place. And I'm so excited about, the caliber of speakers we have in this conference. Every single one of them have walked this money mastery journey. Every single one of them started from the place of chaos and survival. Every single one of them. They started from there, and they've gotten to the place where they are controlling businesses, and they have actually mastered money. And so it's important for you to know that you can actually see yourselves in these men and women, because this was where they started. This was where they started their journey. And if they have been able to get to the phases where they are now, it means that you can also do it. It means that you can also do it. So if today your level is chaos and survival, it doesn't have to end there. So long as you make that decision that I'm going to control my financial future. And that's what we're doing in this conference today. So when you learn to take deliberate control of your financial future, you're not managing circumstances. Life is not happening to you in that sense, but life is happening for you. You are making things happen. You are designing your future. You are creating your future. And so my desire today is that every single one of us, we will hear a word, we will hear a wisdom, we will get that practical strategy, that practical insight that we need to bring about the relevant transformation in our lives. Because that is what we want to see in this conference. Impact and transformation. Impact and transformation. So don't be here casually. I want you to engage. I want you to think. I want you to write notes. If you need to engage an accountability partner, do so that you are here with your spirit, soul, and body. And make up your mind that 1 year down the line, I'm going to be telling my own story. I'm going to be telling my own story of how I've progressed in the journey of money mastery. So I want to thank, this morning I want to appreciate all our speakers. I want to appreciate our sponsors. I want to appreciate all the volunteers and the Money Matters team. Thank you all. And for everyone that took the decision to be here this morning, I especially congratulate and appreciate you. Thank you all for making this vision a reality. So once again, welcome to Money Matters Conference 2026, and let's begin. Thank you.
All right, please be seated, everyone. All right, this amazing program would not have been possible without the immense support of our sponsors. And I really want to take the time to heartily appreciate them as I mention their names. All right. Our headline sponsor has been Codrus Asset Management. The other time that Pastor Inga talked about your money working for you, now think of the game. All right. So when you get to that point where you need your money to start working for you, Codrus Asset Management has cracked the code. They applaud. Please put your hands together for them one more time. All right, you will also notice that we have attracted quite a number of players in the money and investment industry. Another sponsor that we have on this program is United Capital Asset Management. Come on, put your hands together for them. Thank you so much for your support. We really appreciate you. All right, and then we also have Leadway. Come on, put your hands together for Leadway. Leadway, we appreciate you. Come on, scream, 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 scream. You can see the Leadway team back there. Come on. All right, Leadway. As you have ensured that we never walked alone, may you never walk alone. All right, thank you. And we also have a partner in Nestle. Come on, put your hands together for Nestle. We really, really appreciate you.
All right, we would like to encourage you to follow us on all our social media platforms.
on IG, follow at official_money matters. At official_money matters. Now remember that Money Matters is brought to you by King's Word Ikeja. So please follow King's Word at King's Word Ikeja. I'd like you to bring out your phones actually, because we're going to do something. We're going to do something shortly. So follow Money Matters at official_money matters. Follow King's Word at King's Word Ikeja. On YouTube at King's Word Ikeja, and on YouTube also at official_money matters. Same on TikTok. Would like you to subscribe and follow. You know what they say, follow who know road, right? All right, so there's something we want to determine before we bring up our very first speaker. And I want you to stay on official_money matters page.
Yeah.
Are we there?
Yeah, Diola, before we do that, we also would like to let you know that the program, the lineup of events is available. Can we have the QR code so that you can scan the QR code and then follow the lineup of the program today? Media, can we have that? We'd like people to scan the QR code. And of course, yes, that's it.
It's an e-brochure.
So you can.
Some people are not bringing out there. Is it that you use trial?
Or is it that you know the program already?
Oh, you know the program, oh, okay. All right, so if we're done doing that, I'd like us to go back now to official_money matters. Media would like you to put up that page. So the Money Matters team did something, media team did something very interesting over the week. And what they did, they put up a post. How financially disciplined are you? And the reason why we want you to take this poll is because, you know, for you to know where you are going to, you need to establish where you are at the moment. All right, so the next slide, please. So am I financially disciplined? So in that post, you will see this. The first one says you track your income. So the question is, are you financially disciplined? That's what you want to ask yourself at the beginning of this conference. I would like everybody to take that test. Do you track your income and expenses monthly? Do you create a budget before the month begins? Do you have an emergency fund? Do you avoid impulse buying? Do you save consistently, not what is left? Next slide. Do you invest and not just save? Are you not always borrowing before the month ends? Can you delay enjoyment, delay gratification? Do you review your finances often? And do you have a clear financial goal? All right, so there are 10 questions. Next slide, please.
Cover your work code. Don't let
Yes, cover it. All right, so this is how you score yourself. If you scored 8 to 10, if you checked 8 to 10 correctly, that means you are financially disciplined. You can put your hands
together for yourself.
Yeah.
All of us are in that category, right?
Speak for yourself. So if you scored 5 to 7, that means you are trying, but you know there's still gaps. And if you scored 0 to 4, this is where what he said earlier comes. You might just want to cover your work so that your neighbor does not know. That means your money is controlling you. So the reason, again, like I said, we want you to take this test is because we want you to be able to determine truthfully and honestly to yourself where you stand, so that at the end of this conference, you can then determine where you want to get to. Hello, amen? Amen? All right, so without much ado.
Yes, and it's interesting to say that am I allowed to say this? The man coming up has cracked this code. He was once around 0 to 4. All right, we were all there. All right, but I can tell you, if there was 12, 15, 20 in this test, he will be sitting right there comfortably. The next voice you're going to hear after this media is going to be that of Dr. Seyi Abiodun.